Open with an intense, suspenseful line that sets the tone. Something is off, and the calm before the storm is palpable. Establish the protagonist's initial peaceful state, hinting that everything is about to change. Build curiosity with a subtle mention of a hidden betrayal that will soon be revealed. Promise the audience a shocking twist, ensuring they stay hooked to the story as it unfolds. Describe a typical evening in the protagonist's life, an ordinary night that's about to turn extraordinary. The wife arrives home, seeming cheerful and unaware of the storm brewing in the room. Establish a sense of normalcy before the discovery, while hinting at subtle signs that something is wrong. Use minor details, like her distractedness or the protagonist's growing discomfort, to build the tension just beneath the surface. Illustrate the wife's radiant, carefree smile as she walks in, something familiar, yet now unsettling. Highlight the protagonist's sense of unease as he observes her, noting that her smile doesn't quite reach her eyes. Introduce the object that will act as the catalyst for the confrontation, such as a photo or piece of evidence. Build suspense by showing how the wife remains blissfully unaware of the storm she is about to face. Detail the exact moment the wife notices the object, photo, message, or item that will expose the truth. Describe her shock, her immediate reaction, frozen in place, eyes wide, heart racing. Use her physical reaction to heighten the tension, adding uncertainty and confusion to her demeanor. Create suspense by describing the protagonist's stillness as he watches her unravel without saying a word. Present the protagonist's eerily calm demeanor, in contrast to the chaos unfolding before him. His mind races, but he forces himself to remain composed, preparing for the inevitable confrontation. Show the internal conflict. He's been waiting for this moment, but the reality of it still feels surreal. The silence between them speaks volumes, and every small action amplifies the growing tension. The protagonist breaks the silence, demanding answers. The wife stammers, unsure of what to say, her initial attempts at explanation only adding to the confusion. Highlight her lies, excuses, or feeble attempts to justify her actions. As the protagonist presses harder, the wife begins to crack, but it's clear she's still trying to control the narrative. The tension reaches a breaking point, and the protagonist refuses to back down, determined to uncover the full truth. The wife finally admits to the affair, breaking down and confessing the length of the betrayal. The confession comes in fragments, each revelation more painful than the last. The protagonist struggles to keep his composure, his anger and hurt rising to the surface, but he maintains control. Use the confession to reveal the full extent of the affair, how long it lasted, who was involved, and where it happened. Show the devastating impact of the truth settling in, but maintain the protagonist's emotional strength in the face of it. Despite the overwhelming hurt, the protagonist remains disturbingly calm and composed. He confronts his wife with the emotional damage her actions have caused, but refuses to let her manipulate his feelings. His internal thoughts reveal the full impact of the betrayal on his trust, his identity, and his future. He acknowledges the pain, but he's resolute in not letting it control him. The calm before the storm is gone. The wife desperately begs for forgiveness, claiming it was a one-time mistake, vowing to change. The protagonist internally reflects on the years of trust now shattered. He's no longer sure who she is. He realizes there's no going back. The emotional damage has been done. He calmly tells her the truth. He wants a divorce, and she needs to leave. Despite her devastation, he's unwavering, determined that the relationship is over. The wife leaves, and the protagonist is left to confront the reality of his new life. Show the emotional toll of the breakup, but also the relief that comes with ending a toxic relationship. Focus on the protagonist beginning to rebuild, focusing on self-care, his work, and reconnecting with friends. Show moments of reflection, how far he's come from the person he was when the relationship started, and how much healthier he feels now. Sometime later, the protagonist receives a message from the affair partner's spouse, Mark's wife. The two share their own pain and exchange stories of betrayal, finding unexpected comfort in one another's experiences. The protagonist finds a sense of closure in connecting with someone else who has gone through the same struggle. He realizes that moving forward, he has reclaimed his life, learned to trust himself again, and will never settle for less than he deserves. End with a message of healing and empowerment through overcoming betrayal. Close with a powerful reflection on how betrayal, no matter how devastating, can lead to personal growth. Reinforce that the protagonist has found strength in the face of adversity, moving forward with a newfound sense of self. Leave the audience with a message of hope and resilience, inspiring them to embrace their own journeys of healing